Judgment Yard, Savannah. A message to all my people out there. Yeah, you know I love you. All you gotta do is live in love and let's make it better. Excuse me, let love be. Oh yeah, I was born a king, I can't change, that's how I stay. I've been through a lot, the most I protect my life this day. I won't stop, there must be a better way. People, you're so busy, much dismay. Because of negligence, your children gone astray. What we gonna do now? We gotta live in love and let us pray. Cause we've got what it takes to make this world a better place and make our children safe. It's all up to me, it's all up to you. We've got what it takes to make this world a better place and make our children safe. It's all up to me, it's all up to you. No, war with me. So pagans, why you wanna war with me? I make music for the people that bring the unity. Now they recognize the star in me. Can't compromise, I'm a winner. Open up your eyes, children. Queens and kings, you're righteous. A message to the sinner. That's a message from the teacher to the beginners. We've got what it takes to make this world a better place and make our children safe. It's all up to me, it's all up to you. We've got what it takes to make this world a better place and make our children safe. It's all up to you, it's all up to me. Ooh, 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 ooh. We got what it takes. We got what it takes. Why you wanna kill yourself? Oh, damn it. Guns and bombs, nuclear atomic. Whoa, and native food that cause the children to farm it. Oh, why can't they ban it? Why don't you stop shedding your blood? Why can't we just live in love? Why don't you put away your grudge and look towards the future with love? Can't compromise, I'm a winner. Open your eyes, children, prince and king, yo. A righteous message for the sinner, from the teacher to the beginner.
Good morning,
y'all.
y'all.
Got what it takes.
Come on, come on.
To make this world a better place and make our children safe.
Wake up, wake up.
It's all up to me, it's all up to you. We've got what it takes.
Come on, come on.
To make this world a better place and make our children safe. It's all up to you, it's all up to me. I've been telling you for sure. You possess all that it takes.
Good morning. Let's go.
Yeah, you know I love you. A message to all my people out there. Live in love and let's make it better.
Hope y'all feeling good this morning.
Rastafari.
Wake up, wake up, wake up.
Savannah sizzle like a luncheon. Taking it to the world. Inducted to the most high. Conquering land of tribe of Judah. Every time. And the world we are telling. Cause we've got what it takes to make this world a better place and make our children safe. It's all up to you, it's all up to me. We've got what it takes to make this world a better place and make our children safe. It's all up to me, it's all up to you. We've got what it takes to make this world a better place and make our children safe. It's all up to me, it's all up to you. We've got what it takes to make this world
Josh, I like that, man. You like that, man? Let's turn that shit up, man. Yeah. Lyrical wordplay for y'all. I feel good on this one, man. This is how real MCs do it, you know. Yeah. I like this shit a lot, man. Done for y'all too.
Good morning, y'all. Wake up. New Jersey. Let's go.
Check it out. Yo, when I hit the bong, I'm Godzilla taking over Hong Kong, eating wonton with a shotgun and long johns. It's not unsung, no story here to tell. I'm just ready. I'm a student before the school bell to prevail my wordplay. Thursday, boy, I bust off 3 Ks on Martin Luther King birthday. Berkeley College for $20. If I got it, smoke here, inquire my knowledge. A little psychotic, I know. Rate me, I'm Michael Jordan. In the Final Four, fighting with Wayne Gretzky. I'm not relevant, let's see. Who's spitting? Some of y'all Coke and Pepsi. I can't tell the difference. I'm Darryl when I'm pitching. Before the white girl had him twitching. Not a rap game in my kitchen. Easy pickings. Rebel word that calls my mind. It's like fuck with mine and put your mind on the wall. I'm on tour getting bread and tattoos, and your job is giving Tic Tacs in bathrooms. I hate gossip. I mash up your media mosh pit. Release a bad boom in the chat room. My weed bag's a vacuum to smuggle. Off of one blood, a bitch gon' fuck you. Chicks TiVo the meatloaf. When I hit they belly, I'm dropping on dimes. Rico, take precautions. I got a pallbearer that build coffins for all rappers and nonsense. Nonchalantly, I'm thinking darker than a convict conscience. That's why I'm sweating in the armpits. That's where the bomb is. The gang rate in my city is like the 80s where Kendrick Lamar lived. I got a harvest of purple at my apartment. Across the park, I sell pounds to cartmen. I think like an orphan, I'm in the zone, but it's freestyle, so these words might need a home. Executive neck, I demand respect. Check, don't even talk to me or text the wrong tone, okay? Stay at bay, Mandalay. When I write out pull pins from these hand grenades. You could be amazed to hate it, but either way, I get it heated like Kanye and Sway. I'm done with it. I had fun with it. Stay back and tell your girl, come get it. She had Mr. Right, now she want Mr. Wrong. Now she swing along like Serena Arms.
Yeah. Good morning and welcome to the Cymarshall Law Show on this fine Wednesday, May 26th. Sometimes I still got to look at the date sometimes to remind myself, because you know the days is going by faster than ever. My son is just coming to this realization. He's like, Dad, every day the days keep going. I'm like, yeah, that's what happens. The older folks used to tell me the same thing when I was younger, that the older I got, the faster the days would go, and I would have to say that's a fact. Old people told me a lot of things when I was a kid that weren't true, actually. But certain things like that, the time goes faster as you get older. It definitely was true. I suppose time is relative though, because it's like when you're doing something that you don't enjoy doing, time seems to drag. Like when you're at work and you just watching the clock. But then when you're doing something like you enjoy doing, having fun with your people, playing spades, you know what I'm saying? It's like time is zipping by like it's like the Flash. So I suppose time is relative. So anyhow, I digress. Today's show is called Life is a Movie. It's movie day. Obviously, we're going to talk about a couple movies today. Ace Wonder is going to rejoin us on the show. My man is going to have his full insight on a couple movies today. I just finished watching one. I've been up since like 2:30 a.m. So this last movie is very clear in my head. I don't know why I'm on like European time right now, but I am, and I'm wide awake. Although I got this strong ass coffee next to me. Anyhow, let's get into the morning prayer. You know how we do. Turn this joint down a little bit. And bless today's episode. Bless y'all, bless myself, bless the universe. I'm gonna do it like this. I should rhyme one of these. I always feel when I'm doing my art is when I'm paying the most respect to God, because I'm being my most self. So maybe I should rhyme one of these blessings. Pay the utmost respect. I digress. Universal gods, multiversal gods. Jah! The Most High, universal creators, God, love. Thank you for allowing us to wake up today, full of heart, power, intelligence, grace, health, love, joy, happiness, peace. Thank you for the blessings of today. Thank you for the blessings of yesterday, and thank you for the blessings that will come. Thank you for our healthy, strong brains, our healthy, strong hearts, our healthy, strong minds, our healthy, strong spirits. Thank you for our healthy relationships. Thank you for growth. Thank you for opportunities to grow. Thank you for insight, hindsight, foresight. Universal gods, thank you for food, delicious food, delicious food. Thank you for us being able to resist temptation from eating all that food. No, I'm joking. Universal God, thank you for jokes, and thank you for today. We're going to have a blessed day. Let's have a great day. Amen. Thank you. Yeah, as you can see, I'm in a kind of jokey mood, but why not? Because this life is coming at us crazy with lefts, rights, you know what I'm saying? He's trying to hit us with jabs, and because of these things that life was trying to hit us with, I started thinking, this life is like a movie. Imagine this whole life that we're living is a simulation, actually. And there's like another multiverse or another galaxy somewhere that's actually tuned into planet Earth, watching us as if we were a movie. Like, suppose your last life was just like the prequel to this one, and they're watching each step, they're watching you evolve. Imagine that. Why not? Every day, I'm amazed and I'm in love and in awe at the planet Earth. A lot of things happen, and one of the things I try not to say is that, oh, that was crazy. That was crazy, because at the end of the day, we are floating in the middle of space on a small planet, and they're continuing to discover and find new galaxies and black holes. They're messing around with black holes, and I'm thinking, are you sure you want to mess around with this black hole? Because imagine if something from the black hole actually comes out and we can't reverse the situation. So all these crazy thoughts just had me thinking like, yo, life is a movie. Life is a movie, and each step you take, I feel you're writing your character's next role. I don't believe that you're continually playing the same movie role, because I think in life, one of the greatest things we have, one of our greatest powers, is that we have the power of creation. So I don't think we're always playing the same movie role. However, in the current movie that we are in, and that could be the year, it could be the phase, I feel like with the thoughts that we think, with the words that we say, with the actions that we take, we are actually the stars of our own movies. Not only are we the writers of the movies, we're the stars of the movies. Not only are we the stars of the movies, we are the directors of the movies, and we are the producers. We're the producers because we bring in the features to our lives. We bring in the jobs, we bring in the friends, we bring in all the pieces to our own personal movie are built by us. And a lot of times, people don't give enough credit to themselves, as if their current reality, they didn't create it. But with the thoughts that you think, even the subconscious thoughts, and especially the conscious thoughts, and the actions you make, and sometimes you can make actions by not moving. You can have internal emotional actions. So with the actions you take, even if not physical, you are creating your life. You are creating your movie. So every day when you wake up, it's like the next chapter, and you're doing that. You might have other people who come into your life and they kind of write a piece of your chapter. They come in, and every book has different characters in the movie, so you're gonna have a colorful cast of characters. I know I certainly have a colorful cast of characters, and when my story is done, it can never be told by just my perspective, because people are gonna look at your life and have a different perspective on the way you see things. Two people can see the exact same thing and have two totally different perspectives. And I've come to a place of understanding that my understanding is not always going to be your understanding. So although we might be watching the same movie, it's still mine that I'm watching, and my perspective that I'm viewing the movie by, and you're viewing the same movie, but it's your perspective, and we all have our own movie. So I feel that life is most definitely a movie. Ace Wonder, my bad for my segue. I seen you come in. Is that Bruce on your shirt, my guy? You know Bruce is my guy. Is that Bruce?
Yes, yes. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I need a round of applause for that Bruce shirt, fam. You know Bruce is my guy. Speaking of movies, Bruce
Fear
was
no one.
Yo, fear no one.
Fear
Yo,
no
you know
one.
Bruce was my guy. Who was iller at movies than Bruce? We could have a whole show on Bruce Lee, to be honest. Because the way Bruce Lee came in, I've watched so many life stories on Bruce Lee. I've read so many books, and they all give a different perspective. But Bruce Lee was certainly one of the illest. Sometimes you get that question of, is there anyone that you would like to meet that's passed over? And for the most part, I'd be like, nah, I'd like to see Dad again. But Bruce would be like one of those guys I would have a conversation with. Bruce might straighten my act, put my act together.
Yeah, Bruce was dope, no doubt. I mean, what can you say, man? He was great. I feel like he was, I would have loved to have had a documentary on him while he was alive.
Oh, yeah.
People, like, you know, they did all his documentaries and stuff, you know, post after he passed, but I feel like it could have just been dope, but he was gone way too soon, like many greats. But yo, the Bruce Lee story
lives on.
Is one of my favorites.
Lives. Oh, you mean the first one? Dragon? Are you talking about Dragon?
Yes, with his son. Yes.
Brandon Lee. Brandon Lee.
No, I'm sorry. His son, his real son didn't play it, but because Brandon passed, he was the pro. But no, yeah, the Bruce Lee story, the one that came out when we were coming up, that's still one of the dopest to me.
Yeah, I think you're talking about Dragon.
Yeah, the Bruce Lee story.
Yeah, it is. Matter of fact, I need to show my sons that movie. I try to show them, and my daughter, I try to show them all the dope movies from the past. But my guy, I could talk about Bruce Lee all day, all year. Let's get into the movies we're gonna review this week. I'll let you flip it on them. You tell me what we got, my guy.
Cool. So first one up was Army of the Dead, and that popped up on Netflix. I want to say within the last week or two, and it hit me by surprise because someone in my house was like, "Yo, you ever seen this?" I was like, "Nah, what is it?" And I'm particularly not really into zombies like that, so I know it's a whole cult following with zombie movies, and I'm like, okay, I've seen some dope ones. To think of some as like maybe World War Z,
Zombieland.
but neither here nor there. So I'm like, okay, let me see what this is about. And when I saw the first 5 minutes, I was just intrigued. Like, yo, this is different. They was coming out the bat just with it on some moving. Kind of like the cinematography, and unfortunately I could not sit through the first attempt because I was moving, like someone in my house had it on, and I'm looking at it and I'm like, oh, this is dope, I gotta come back to it. So before I sat down, just real quick leading up into the actual movie before I get into it, before I sat down, I had about 2 more people hit me up that day and say, Army of the Dead, Army of the Dead. I'm like, what's with this movie? And then I look, and I see it's done by Zack Snyder, who was the same dude that redid the Justice League joint that you put me onto. So I'm like, okay. He also did a couple movies that I know you've liked in the past, Watchmen and a few others. So then I'm like interested. I'm like, okay, because I wasn't on Zack Snyder really like that. I knew Watchmen from back in the day was good. So I'm like, okay, now it got me drawn in. Let's go. Army of the Dead, sit down. The cast of characters was crazy. For one,
the boy Batista.
They had a slew of characters, and they had our boy Ghost, Amari Hardwick, in it, who was my biggest surprise.
Mm-hmm.
And
it's the first time I've seen him since Power.
You said you haven't?
No, that's the first time I've seen him since Power in this role.
Wow. Okay, so you know what I think? I think he did a good job on kind of taking a new spin on zombie movies. It's really about them having to get funded for a mission. Of course, it's about money. They get thrown in the arms of danger, but Dave Bautista, who I think is one of the he's like the main character. And for those that don't know Dave Bautista, he's probably one of the more known biggest faces of WWE. I believe, to me, I think he's probably top 2 actors that have came out of wrestling, period, besides The Rock, Dwayne Johnson. Some might throw John
You
Cena
bigger than the
out there.
Hulk? Hulk? The Hulk? Come on, man. It's like, I'm not even a Hulk supporter like that. I'm just saying. Anyway, go ahead.
But yeah, Dwayne Johnson and John Cena. But besides that, I rock with Dave Bautista ever since he showed up on Guardians of the Galaxy. You know, he been doing his thing in crushing movies. So he's one of the main characters, and they got to go in there, get funded by some money to risk their life to try to retrieve something of value out of a zombie-ridden realm or area. And yo, they're funny as fuck. I don't know if you were laughing, but I know between some of the characters they made, they did a good job of kind of bringing it up to speed. As far as putting characters in a sense of it was lighthearted. You know, it had a lot of comedy, had a lot of witty jokes. I've never seen some zombies killed. It was kind of gory. I've never seen some people kind of off like how they did. I think it was a good little new twist on how they kind of presented the whole zombie thing. And I think the ending was pretty cool. It wasn't predictable. I didn't know how it was going to end, and that's always a plus for me. So I know it was a little lengthy. I want to say it ran close to 2 hours, if not 2 hours, but I wasn't bored. And that's the one thing. It held my attention. I wasn't bored, and I think the characters had a good backstory to them. You kind of saw the storyline between Dave Bautista and his daughter. They had a nice little storyline, and then they gave each of the characters their own little backdrop or backstory on the intro as to why they were a part of the team, and the interaction and the chemistry between some of the people. The character Dieter, who was cracking the safe, he was probably one of my top 2. Amari Hardwick was probably my favorite. I want to say he was my favorite. He was funny. He was kind of silently funny. And,
it's always good when actors can make you laugh without saying anything. They're the best kind, the best type of comedians to me.
Yeah, man. So I rocked with it. I'm gonna hold my my grade on it, but I really enjoyed it. And I think if you got a good hour and a half to maybe 2 hours, I would recommend watching it. For the folks that haven't seen it, it's I saw somewhere they said it's kind of like World War Z meets what was it, Justice League meets some other movie. Like the movie's just a hybrid of a bunch of craziness going on. It's fast paced, it's action packed. It has a lot of cool scenes like cinematography, and it's a new take on it. It reminded me some parts a little Resident Evil. You're gonna see a couple glimpses of some other things where you think you've seen it before, but they do a nice little spin. They kind of remixed it up. So I thought it was cool. I enjoyed it.
Okay, that's what's up. That what you're not gonna give it? You're gonna give it a rating?
No, I'm gonna wait for you this time. I'm gonna wait for you. You know I liked it, but I'm gonna wait for you. Let's see what you think about it, my brother.
I'd rather not, because I didn't finish it.
You rather not give it a grade? Well, tell us what you thought about it so far.
I mean, I didn't get through it. I thought it was okay. I can't go in on it because I didn't finish it. I don't want to give it a grade. I like artist and artistry, but if I didn't finish your art, I can't give it a grade. That would be unfair.
No, you ain't got a grade.
That would be undecent of me as an artist, as a fellow artist. But I suggest anyone out there who wants to see a movie based on your review, I would see it. But my review, I can't give you that. The other movie we're going to talk about, I can give you a review on that because I finished it. But yeah, that's my review.
You want to say what you thought about it as far as what you've seen, period. You just don't, okay, got you.
Yeah, that's my view. That's like someone grading an album after listening to 3 songs. No, I'm not going to do that to you.
No, I get it. I get it. I was just asking what you thought about the first three songs, but I got you. I got you. So I'll give you my grade. I would give it a solid 3.5. 3.5 out of 5. That's where I stand on it.
Nice. I'll take it. What's the other movie you're gonna review?
Is that the one you said you've been up all night, or you just finished?
Yeah.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Wish Me Dead, or Those Who Wish Me Dead, something like that?
Yeah, it's Those Who Wish Me Dead.
Okay, I watched that like last week, I want to say. So I'm pretty sure it's a lot fresher on your brain than it is mine. I tried to watch parts of it again last night. I got through it. But yeah, Those Who Wish Me Dead. So I'll let you kick it off since you jumped into that and you fresh off it. Let's get your take on that one.
I thought it was dope. I haven't seen Angelina Jolie in a long time. I keep seeing her in the news, but I haven't seen her actually do a movie in a while. So it was very refreshing to see her. You know, Angelina Jolie's going to be in Eternals coming up this November, I think, and I can't wait to see that. So it was refreshing to see her. I didn't even know this movie was out. So when I seen it pop up on HBO Max, I was like, yo, I got to watch this. And then when I watched it, I was very, 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 very happy with it. I do have a couple complaints, but the movie kept me entertained. I didn't fall asleep. Since I've been awake since 2:30, I thought I might fall asleep, but the movie was like, very impactful for a movie that didn't tell you what they were looking for. It was like a hunt down movie, and it was also like a fire movie mixed together. And I've never seen a movie with smoke jumpers before. I'm not even sure I knew they existed. So smoke jumpers are people who, I suppose, in areas that have brush fires like forest fires, if there is anything they can save down there, they parachute over top of like these crazy fires. As orange as my shirt is, that's like what they're looking down on from these helicopters. So Angelina Jolie is with a team, and the team is like called the Smoke Jumpers, and the Smoke Jumpers, I suppose, exist everywhere. And she meets up with this kid as she's in one of the towers watching down. And not to give the movie away, but the kid is running from something, like something crazy. But what he's specifically running from, the movie never really tells you. So the whole time you're watching the movie, and it's almost like a Pulp Fiction type of vibe, where when Jules opens the case, you're looking in the case, but you never really know what's in the case, but you always are like, yo, the movie's based around this suitcase, but you never really find out what's in the case. So that's what this movie is about, and it's like whatever's in this case, the villains in it are crazy because it's my man from Littlefinger from Game of Thrones is in it, and every time I see Littlefinger, I'm like, yo, it's about to go down. I don't know if y'all seen Game of Thrones, but as soon as Littlefinger shows himself on camera, I'm like, yo, the F-freeze is about to begin. So he didn't disappoint. He showed up and he got greasy within like the first 2 minutes of him coming on camera. There are a lot of people in this movie that I recognized. I think I recognized an actor from The Boys, if I'm not mistaken. I think he was one of the superheroes on there. I seen a brother in there that played a security guard, and for like 2 minutes I swore it was Tyler Perry. But when they came up close on his face, it was not. So shout out to that brother. He did a good job. Who else was in the movie? I'm missing like the main. Oh, my man from The Punisher. My man. I don't know his real name, but the dude who played The Punisher on Netflix. Someone
I know you're talking about.
What's his real name?
Nah, I can't think of it, but I know he's talking about. He is the guy. Let me see if I can pull it up. Go ahead.
Yo, so whoever played the Punisher in the Netflix is in this movie, and he's like, I don't want to say he's the star of the movie, but he might be like the star. I suppose he carries it, but he plays a security guard who kind of helps out Angelina Jolie.
John Bernthal.
John Bernthal. I'm hearing John Bernthal actually might play the Punisher in the real MCU. He might like be coming to the movies. Imagine you see, what's that boy's name? Tom Holland. Is it Tom Holland, Spider-Man? Tom Holland sliding through and you see Bernthal come through as the Punisher, because you know the Punisher and a Spider-Man, they always were in the comics together, and, you know, they roamed around New York City together. So seeing Bernthal and Tom Holland on the screen is a possibility. I digress. This movie, you know, was based around, it was a lot of things going on in the movie, because it was like a chase down movie. The bad guys were trying to get the kid, the fire was burning coming from one angle, and they were just closing in, and all in all, this movie is dope as hell. It's called Those That Wish Me Dead, and it hit me by surprise. It hit me by surprise. I always gave mad respect to, like, firefighters, but I didn't really know smoke jumpers exist. Like, how are you going to get in a parachute or in a helicopter and look down at a huge brush fire and be like, yeah, I'm going to parachute down there and save some? Some people are just built differently. Some people are uniquely built. So when I see someone do something incredibly dope, or something that I would be afraid to do, in other words, to put it square on my shoulders, something I damn sure wouldn't do. Like, nah, I gotta give it up. So I've never seen a movie that was based around smoke jumpers, and then the smoke jumpers having to help out a little kid. So it's on HBO Max, and it is called Those That Wish Me Dead, and I think you should watch it out. And out of 5, I would say I give it it gets a 4, and I would say it doesn't get the full 5 because like, it never really tells you what the hell is going on. Like, what? Like, I said a lot without saying anything, because you see a lot. You know, obviously the movie's 2 hours long, but you know, you should definitely watch it. There needs to be. Is there going to be a part 2? They didn't really leave it open for a part 2. You know what? How it's dope. There was more that you could know, but you don't really need a part 2. So I suppose it's dope in that way, because sometimes movies leave you like, yo, for real? But this movie kind of ended like, and you knew it was an end, but you know there's still, so it kind of, you kind of knew what was going to happen. You know, they leave it to imagination. Anyhow, I'm going to get into a joint or two, and then we're going to come back and talk about a lot more. We're going to talk about a lot more. My name is Cymarshall Law, Ace Wonder. It is May 26th. Thank you for joining the Cymarshall Law Show. Click subscribe, click like. We're going to get into these couple joints. I think I want to get into some Pumpkinhead.
Yo.
Miggity. Let's go. Pull that back. Yeah.
Welcome aboard the Underground Railroad. I'm your captain. I'm gonna explain the reason why I keep on rapping, why I keep on moving, doing shows in Manhattan, knowing in my heart that I'll probably never go platinum. See, it's for the love. Music is in my protoplasm. I can only wish, but I don't have a genie, and my name's not Aladdin. Fasten your seatbelts, we're taking off soon. I'm gonna rock on a rocket to the moon. Start a label up there, sign an alien rapping click, sell 1 million units, and get paid in amethyst. Cause on this planet, reality doesn't exist. You'd rather sell souls than to sound some real shit, but I refuse to put it in park, so I'm shifting the gears. Even though time flies, I'm 20. Sucks. You got MCs out there that deserve to get put on. So for them, I'm gonna rock on. Yeah, rock on. And the plane, rock on. Stronghold, rock on. Red clay, rock on. Juggernauts, rock on. Empire, rock on. Rock on. And why? Rock on. At first, I wanted to paint, so I went to art school. Then I saw heads rapping, banging on tables in the lunchroom. In a cypher, they were playing some hot beats, and these heads rhyming with C-Ray's walls, Mob Deep. Yeah, I went to school with them dudes, and they dropped out, and eventually I did too. I formed a crew, called Team. They call them Hydra now, and they even sound live now. So Blitzkrieg, name Park, Snowball Block. That's when I battled his Puerto Rican candy block, and we battled. He beat me. I was impressed with his flow. He's potential, so we broke bread and smoked bro. This is a real tell. Had a group called Zooey Doo and introduced me to Will Tell. We did a track with Meta. Rock. Beat mine is hold.
Yo, Lord, did I lose you? I don't know, people. I don't know if I'm still live. I don't know if we lost Law or what. We'll give him a minute. Yo, yo. I'll pull this up.